Imagine your best friend moved 20 miles away. Today, you'd send a text. But for most of human history, that friendship was basically over. If you had an emergency and needed to contact someone 20 miles away, you had exactly two choices: walk there, or scream really, really loudly and hope the wind was on your side. So humans got creative. We wrote letters. We handed them to messengers. We sent them on horses. And then we waited, sometimes for days, or even for weeks. And sometimes the message never arrived at all. Either the messenger got lost, or the weather turned bad, or the horse died, or somebody simply stole the letter. We tried smoke signals. We tried carrier pigeons. But a rainy day or a hungry hawk could erase your message completely. Human progress had a serious problem. Information could only travel as fast as a person, or a horse, or a ship could move. And for thousands of years, distance kept winning. Then electricity entered the story. In the 1840s, inventors created something called the telegraph. It looked simple, just wires stretching across enormous distances. But it changed everything. For the first time in history, information could move faster than transportation. A message that once took weeks could now arrive in minutes. It felt like magic, but there was a catch. The telegraph didn't send words, it sent dots and dashes. Every message had to be translated into Morse code, then transmitted, then translated back again. Businesses loved it, governments loved it, even newspapers loved it. But ordinary people still had a problem. The telegraph could move information, but it couldn't move conversation. You couldn't hear excitement. You couldn't hear panic. You couldn't even hear someone's voice. Distance had been weakened, but it wasn't defeated. That raised a fascinating question. If electricity could carry clicks, could it carry a human voice? Most people thought that sounded impossible. A click is simple. A human voice is not. Every word creates different vibrations. Every sentence creates different sounds. How do you send all of that through a wire? One inventor became obsessed with solving that problem. Alexander Graham Bell. Bell realized that sound is simply vibration. When you speak, the air vibrates. If those vibrations could be converted into electrical signals, they could travel through a wire. And if those electrical signals could be turned back into vibrations, someone far away could hear your voice. Not a code, not a symbol, your actual voice. But Bell wasn't the only person chasing the idea. Other inventors were racing toward the same breakthrough. The competition was fierce. The pressure was enormous. Then in 1876, everything changed. Bell spoke into his device.
"Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you."
And Watson heard him, through a wire. For the first time in human history, a voice had traveled electrically from one place to another. The invisible wall had finally cracked. Once people heard what was possible, there was no going back. Telephone lines spread across cities, then across countries, then across continents. At first, making a call wasn't easy. You couldn't simply dial a number. A switchboard operator had to manually connect your call. If they made a mistake, you could end up talking to a complete stranger. But the technology improved. Telephones entered homes. Businesses depended on them. Families stayed connected through them. Then the wires disappeared. The telephone became mobile. People could call from cars, from trains, from almost anywhere. The giant brick phones of the 1980s became smaller, then smaller again, then smarter. Eventually, the phone merged with the internet, and the device that once did only one thing became the most powerful communication tool in human history. Which brings us to one of the strangest ironies in history. For thousands of years, humans dreamed of hearing voices across mountains, oceans, and continents. Generations spent their lives trying to solve that problem. They built telegraphs. They built telephones. They built satellites. They built the internet. And eventually, they succeeded. Today, you can instantly speak to somebody on the other side of the planet while sitting in your bedroom. Something that would have looked like magic to your ancestors. And yet, many of us see an incoming phone call and think, "Please just send me a text." We might have defeated the distance. We also may be connected the entire world. But connection itself, that's a problem we're still trying to solve. What impossible problem should humanity defeat next? Tell us in the comments section. And please do like, share, and subscribe to the Future School.